Transformation is not a quiet affair. It's a vivid revolution of the soul, a riot within your existence, demanding strength and daring you to break forth. Have you felt the ground of certainty give way beneath your feet? Notice the unexpected upheavals stirring the still waters of your daily life. These aren't coincidences, they're the universe's nudge toward the next act of your story. If you dismiss these signs, you might miss the adventure that's waiting to unfold in your life. When personal upheavals become your uninvited guests, realize you're at the threshold of transformation. Now let's talk about those clashes that unsettle the regular rhythm of your life. It starts subtly, perhaps with a disagreement that escalates unexpectedly with someone close, or a project that suddenly veers off course. This isn't just about conflict. It's about your inner world signaling there's more beneath the surface, preludes to the growth that's beckoning. It might sting a bit, like rain on an open wound, but remember, the most profound personal revolutions often start with a spark, an ignition of the unexpected. These aren't battles against you, they are calls to arms for you. They invite you to grasp the reins of your life tighter and steer bravely into the winds of change. You know these moments well. The conversation that turned into an argument that ultimately opened a Pandora's box of truths, or the familiar routine that lost its charm, pushing you to the edge of your comfort zone. Initially, they seem like hitches, nuisances that disrupt your well-laid plans. But what if these disruptions are the universe's cryptic invitations to delve deeper into your own story, to reforge and redefine yourself? But what happens if you choose to sidestep these challenges, to ignore the signs and double down on the status quo? That's when you stand to lose your ticket to the grand journey of self-discovery. On the flip side, when you confront these unexpected visitors head-on, they become the chapters of your life that you later recount as pivotal, defining moments. So here you stand, at the precipice of change, where old narratives crumble and new ones are waiting to take flight. It's like watching the skyscape as the day grows weary. The colors that streak across the horizon don't just signify an end, but whisper the promise of a new dawn. Each discordant note within the symphony of your existence heralds a transition into a richer, more complex melody. Embrace the conflict, allow it to shape and mold you, for it is within these seismic shifts of your being that you will find the clarity and direction needed for your path forward. And if there's just one thing you take away from our time together, let it be this. Those cacophonous clashes often carry the tunes of your future self, bold, resonant, and profoundly yours. The sense of stagnation gripping you is not a dead end. It's a detour towards introspection leading to the golden trails of self-discovery. Sometimes you feel stuck, like you're trudging through a swamp where each step forward takes a colossal effort. The visions and goals that you used to chase with passion seem shrouded in mist, out of reach and formless. But before you chalk this up to bad luck or a rough patch, pause and look closer. Could it be that this mire is not trapping you, but rather inviting you to dive within, to understand what truly moves you? Let me paint you a picture from a chapter of my own life. There was a time when I, too, found myself mired in an overwhelming sense of inertia. Projects I loved suddenly felt like colossal burdens, and ambitions that once burned bright began to dim. It felt like an endless loop of monotony and frustration. But when I stopped raging against the perceived blockades and sat still with this feeling, something remarkable began to unfold. The stillness spoke, heavy with the weight of unasked questions and unexplored paths. If you choose to gloss over these feelings, attribute them to bad days, and carry on undisturbed, you might miss a powerful opportunity for revelation and growth. But when you lean into the discomfort, ask the hard questions, and grant yourself the space for contemplation, you begin to mold this stagnation into a bridge, carrying you towards a deeper connection with your true self. Consider the possibility that feeling stuck isn't fate's hand pressing down on you, but rather its finger pointing you towards introspection. It's an uncomfortable, often lonely space where the background noise fades away, laying bare the roots of your discontent. Perhaps it's a career that no longer fulfills, a path that diverges from your values, or a dream that's morphed into a different shape. And it isn't just about discovering the whys, it's about crafting the what's next. It's in these quiet, unassuming moments of introspection that you can gather the scattered pieces of your ambitions and curiosities, rearrange them into a roadmap that resonates with who you are now, not who you were when you first set out on your journey. It's not about finding a way out of the swamp, but finding what the swamp is guiding you towards. By granting yourself the chance to be still, to experience the discomfort of stagnation, you're setting the stage for profound personal insights and growth. The pause, the silence, the feeling of being lost. These are not just empty spaces, but fertile ground for the seeds of transition and the sprouting of a renewed sense of direction. Ignore them at your own peril, for in doing so, you risk silencing the very signals that are there to guide you to your next, possibly more meaningful adventure. The sleepless nights and the solitude, the choir of emotions and uncertainties, they sing a duet of deep internal processing. There comes a time when your usual sleep rhythm stutters and solitude beckons like a lighthouse in a storm. You find yourself either drowning in a sea of dreams or stranded in the insomnia's desert. This restlessness of spirit is more than a simple bout of sleep disruption. It's your subconscious wrestling with the fabric of your potential. Remember, every moment you spend turning beneath the covers, every second you gaze at the shifting shadows in the dead of night, is a moment of inner ferment, a prophecy in the making. On one hand, the retreat into sleep might seem an escape, yet dreams have their own language, speaking in symbols and emotions, narrating the stories your waking mind might resist. On the other hand, when sleep eludes you and your mind races, recognize it as an encounter with the raw, untamed energy that propels creation and transformation. During one particularly restless night, I caught myself tracing the contours of my life, wondering why the sleep that once came so easily was now a stranger. That's when I realized my nocturnal wakefulness was not a curse, but a silent stage for contemplation. These quiet hours became the canvas where I could paint the stirrings of my soul with thoughts and question the directions I had previously mechanically followed. Should you dismiss these restless nights as mere disturbances, you'd be turning away from profound insights offered to you in the cloak of darkness. Embracing these turbulent periods of wakefulness instead could illuminate shadowed corners of your being, birthing clarity from the depths of unrest. In this quietude, you can allow melodies of gentle music to wash over you, or lose yourself in the pages of a book filled with wisdom from those who've walked similar paths. These acts of serenity amidst the chaos can ease the transition from one phase to the next, nurturing your spirit as it unfolds and evolves. Sleep and solitude aren't just biological necessities or moments to get through. They are crucial conversations with your inner self, where you can listen, learn, and emerge renewed. Ignoring this quiet dialogue means squandering the chance for rebirth that the whispering night offers. Ultimately, these are the times that serve as checkpoints in your life's odyssey, nudging you to reflect if you're still aligned with your stars, or if it's time to recalibrate your course. So the next time sleep plays hard to get, or when the world feels too much and you seek the refuge of solitude, seize the opportunity. Welcome the revelations that come when the world is hushed, and let them guide you closer to the person you are becoming. You've just traced the map of markers, highlighting your progression through life's pivotal changes, unveiling the signals that whisper of inner evolution. Yet beyond this tale lies an unexplored territory, brimming with deeper meanings and untold strength. What do these shifts intimate for your future, and what mysteries do they hold for the soul seeking growth? Unlock the ultimate revelations your spirit seeks in these transformations. To delve into the secrets of your personal rebirth, watch this video. The next chapter of your life awaits, rich with discovery and ripe with purpose.